So you now should have created your full assembly, and also you should have created an exploded view. What we're now going to do is just create a couple of drawings, and to do that what we might want to do is just go back to our home and create a folder called technical drawings. Now remember, everything we do is practice for your NEA and onwards if you choose to do design at A-level, and in which case what you need to do is ensure that your whole CAD workspace is organised. So we're then going to create a drawing, and we're going to do no views. Now this ISO is a standardised way of having a technical drawing, and then you've just got A3 or A4, you can pick either. I'm going to pick A3. Let's let that load up. What you see around the edges in these boxes here, this is what the standardisation is. And quite often if you get drawings made up by engineers or some designers, they will use this same system out in what we call the real world. So we're going to look at some assemblies and ignore all the ones, because this is the one we've just created. These are ones that I've already got inside this document. So we're going to do full assembly, and then we've got some options down the left hand side. We're going to do it in isometric, and here you can see the view. We can either have default or we can select our exploded. So we're going to start with our default, and I can see, because I'm only going to have one isometric drawing, that's quite small. So I'm going to go right up to 1:4 scale, and I might even just be able to go up to 1:3, which I can. And then there we go, I can insert that. Let's just create one more quick drawing. Again, no views, okay. And again, we're going to pick our assembly. Exactly the same details. We're going to go 1:4, into isometric, and this time we're going to pick the exploded view. Let it load up. And set that there. So there we go. We can see our exploded view drawing and our drawing here. We need to label these at some point in terms of renaming them. And what you'll notice with mine is I did some call outs to have or label each part, which is going to help identify it. So what I can do is I can use a call out here, and then I've got some options down here. So if I'm going to just select the top, for example, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, you can have a go with a few different ones, rectangles, and we're going to do type fit, and I'm going to name that top. I'm then going to click. Let's see if we can get it to be slightly larger. There we go, we might even go right way up to 10. And then I'm going to click the tick. Now that's important. If I just click off, it won't let me do anything. What I can do though, is if I want to say this is called leg, and I can select that, and I can keep going as much as I want. So cross member, and so on and so on. You don't even need to show you all the way around, and it depends on what you've decided to call them. So that's how we label it up. What you can also do is use a zoomed in, so a detailed view, on any parts that you think might be worth showing. So if I click that, and let's show my cross halving joint, click in the middle, hover over it, drag out to a space, and what you'll notice is it automatically labels it. So this here, you can see it's labelled A, and you can see A is then dragged over here. So you can add as much detail around here as you want to. That detailed view becomes even more useful when we're looking at things like our cross halving joint here in a bit more detail, and you'll notice I did that on mine. You can see that's 1 to 2. If I double click, we can make that even bigger if we wanted to. We could do it 1 to 1, so in actual size. In this case, I'm going to stick it at 1 to 2. And we can also leave that where it is. So, have a go at creating 2 technical drawings, one with your assembly and one here with your exploded view.